At SHOT Show 2026, one caliber completely changed how hunters think about rifle hunting. Not because it was new, not because it was flashy, but because it proved something uncomfortable. For the last 30 years, hunters have been quietly walking away from brute force and chasing efficiency, flatter trajectories, better penetration, less recoil, more ethical hits at real distances. From old-school legends like 30-06 to modern disruptors like 6.5 Creedmoor, and even controversial speed demons that broke all the rules, these calibers didn't just fill tags, they rewired the entire hunting mindset. Pick the wrong one and you're fighting recoil, drop, and regret. Pick the right one and everything suddenly makes sense. This isn't about hype. This is about the 7 calibers that reshaped rifle hunting forever. Let's break it down. Moving on, let's get the obvious one out of the way. Number 7, .300 Blackout. Imagine you're inside 100 yards, thick brush, tight angles, maybe shooting from a blind or out of a truck. That's the world .300 Blackout lives in. This round wasn't built to stretch its legs across a canyon, it was built to work short, quiet, and controlled. At its core, .300 Blackout is a problem solver wrapped in an AR-compatible package. It lets shooters run heavier bullets without changing bolt faces, mags, or muscle memory. Chambered in 30 caliber, it delivers respectable stopping power up close, especially with modern bullet design. But physics doesn't cut it any favors past 200 yards. Most hunting loads are pushing 110 to 125 grains from a 16-inch barrel, and even shorter barrels don't cripple it. That's the upside. The downside? Energy drops fast. Trajectory arcs like a thrown brick compared to the flatter shooting calibers higher on this list. Weight-wise, rifles chambered in .300 Blackout are usually light, fast handling, and easy to carry all day. Recoil is mild, follow-up shots are quick, and it runs clean in semi-auto platforms. I've watched guys at the range burn through mags smiling because it's just easy to shoot. Price-wise, ammo isn't cheap for what you get. You're paying for flexibility, not raw performance. And that's the key takeaway. .300 Blackout didn't change rifle hunting by being powerful. It changed it by proving that not every hunt needs distance. Next up, we start stepping into real, all-around hunting cartridges. Keeping things affordable and familiar. Number 6, .308 Winchester. This is the round that refuses to disappear. Walk into any hunting camp in America, and odds are someone's got a .308 leaning against the truck. Not because it's exciting, but because it works every single time. The .308 Winchester is efficiency wrapped in discipline. Chambered in 30 caliber, it delivers consistent terminal performance without beating you up. From a typical 20 to 22-inch barrel, it pushes 150 to 168 grains with enough authority to handle deer, elk, and just about anything in between inside realistic hunting distances. Where it shines is balance. Recoil is manageable, rifles are usually lighter than Magnum setups, hovering around 8 to 9 pounds scoped, which means less fatigue when you're hiking ridgelines all day. Magazine-fed bolt guns and semi-autos both run it flawlessly, and follow-up shots stay fast and controlled. But here's the trade-off. Stretch it past 500 yards and gravity starts collecting interest. Wind drift becomes something you have to respect, not ignore. Compared to the sleeker 6.5s and the faster Magnums, the .308 runs out of breath sooner. Ammo cost is one of its quiet superpowers. For the price of a couple tanks of gas, you can stay sharp all season, and availability has never been an issue, even when shelves go bare. The .308 didn't change hunting by breaking records. It changed hunting by teaching generations of shooters that reliability beats hype. Next up, lighter recoil, flatter flight, and a cartridge that rewrote modern precision hunting. Stepping up the game? Number 5. 6.5 Creedmoor. This is the cartridge that split hunting camps in half. Some swear by it, others still call it a fad. But here's the reality. No caliber in the last 30 years has changed how hunters think about accuracy and efficiency more than 6.5 Creedmoor. This round isn't about brute force, it's about doing more with less. Chambered in 6.5 millimeters, it fires long, high BC bullets that slice through wind instead of fighting it. From a 22 to 24-inch barrel, typical hunting loads in the 140 grain range hold velocity and energy far better than their recoil would suggest. On target, it delivers clean, controlled terminal performance without drama. Weight is another part of the story. Most 6.5 Creedmoor rifles come in lighter than traditional 30 cal setups, usually right around 8 pounds scoped. That means less fatigue on long hikes and steadier shooting when your heart rate's up. Recoil is soft enough that spotting your own impacts becomes normal, not a luxury. I've watched experienced hunters at the range re-zero their old rifles, shoot a Creedmoor once, and quietly rethink everything. Not because it hit harder, but because it hit where they aimed every time. Is it perfect? No. On larger-bodied game, shot placement matters more than ever. It doesn't forgive sloppy hits the way heavier bullets sometimes can. But for the price of a mid-tier optic, you get a cartridge that made precision hunting mainstream. The 6.5 Creedmoor didn't replace power, it redefined what enough really means. Next up, a forgotten European round that's been doing this quietly for over a century, leaving the budget options behind. Number 4. 6.5 by 55 Swedish. This cartridge was solving modern hunting problems before most of us were born. Long before ballistic calculators and YouTube charts, Scandinavian hunters were dropping moose with this round, cleanly, consistently, and without theatrics. The 6.5 by 55 Swedish is what happens when efficiency meets patience. Chambered in 6.5 millimeter, it throws heavier bullets than the Creedmoor, often 140 to 160 grains, with deep penetration and excellent sectional density. Out of a 22 to 24-inch barrel, it doesn't chase extreme velocity, but it doesn't need to. It carries momentum, the way a freight train carries inevitability. Rifles chambered for it tend to balance beautifully. Not ultra-light, not overbuilt, usually right in that sweet spot where recoil feels like a firm push instead of a snap. That weight helps you stay on target, especially when shooting from awkward field positions. Here's what most people miss. This round punches above its numbers. On paper, it looks tame. In the field, it drives straight, penetrates deep, and keeps working even when angles aren't perfect. European game laws trusted it on large animals for decades, and they didn't do that casually. Ammo availability isn't as convenient as .308 or Creedmoor, and modern rifle options are more limited. That's the price you pay for running something that never needed marketing to prove itself. Forget trends, forget hype cycles. The 6.5 by 55 Swedish didn't evolve hunting, it outlived every excuse. Next up, we're entering the heavy hitters, the kind of cartridges that built reputations the hard way. We are entering the elite tier. Number 3, the 30-06 Springfield. This is the benchmark. Every modern hunting cartridge is measured against it, whether people admit it or not. If you want one round that's done everything, gone everywhere, and proven itself under every condition imaginable, this is it. The 30-06 isn't a cartridge, it's a standard. Chambered in 30 caliber, it runs an absurd wide range of bullet weights, from light 125 grain loads all the way up to 220 grains. Out of a classic 22-inch barrel, it delivers authority that feels immediate. No waiting, no questions. Inside normal hunting distances, the impact is decisive and forgiving. Most rifles tip the scales around 9 pounds scoped, and that weight matters. Recoil isn't soft, but it's honest. It comes straight back, predictable and controllable if you do your part. That mass also steadies the rifle when breathing gets heavy and the shot window is short. I've seen old-timers show up to the range with beat-up 30-06s that look like they've lived a hard life, and they still print tight grooves. There's a reason military surplus rifles became hunting legends. The design just refuses to fail. It's not the flattest shooter, it's not the fastest. Past long distances, newer Magnums pull ahead. But here's the truth. Most hunting shots don't happen at extreme range, and the 30-06 dominates the distances that actually matter. Price doesn't factor in anymore. When one cartridge can ethically handle every North American game animal, cost becomes irrelevant. The 30-06 didn't change hunting by being new, it changed hunting by being unavoidable. Next up, a cartridge built for speed, reach, and clean hits far beyond where the 30-06 starts to fade. Getting closer to the crown. Number 2, 7mm Remington Magnum. This is the cartridge that taught hunters to think farther. Before rangefinders were common and dialing turrets was normal, the 7mm REM mag was already living in the long game. It didn't just extend distance, it made distance practical. Chambered in 7mm, this round thrives on speed and aerodynamics. Typical hunting loads in the 139 to 162 grain range leave a 24-inch barrel moving fast, and more importantly, they stay fast. The trajectory is flat enough that inside 400 yards, mistakes are minimized. Wind drift shrinks, confidence grows. Most rifles weigh around 9 to 10 pounds scoped, and that heft helps manage the sharper recoil compared to non-magnums. It's not abusive, but it lets you know you're shooting something serious. In return, you get energy on target that stays effective well past where traditional cartridges start giving up ground. I've watched hunters stretch their personal limits with this round, not recklessly, but responsibly, because the cartridge gave them margin, better hit probability, cleaner terminal performance, less guesswork when the shot finally presents itself. Ammo costs more than standard calibers, and barrels don't last forever if you live on the range. That's the tax you pay for speed. But in the field, that cost fades fast. The 7mm Remington Magnum didn't replace the 30-06, it outgrew it by giving hunters reach without sacrificing control. One left. And this last caliber didn't just push boundaries, it rewrote them. This next one didn't just win the list, it forced hunters to rethink everything they thought they knew. Number 1, .22 Creedmoor. On paper, it looks wrong. Too small, too fast, too controversial. And that's exactly why it changed the game. The .22 Creedmoor is pure velocity weaponized, pushing long, high BC .224 bullets at blistering speed from a 22 to 24-inch barrel. It delivers flat trajectories that feel almost unfair. Wind drift? Minimal. Time of flight? Shockingly short. At distance, the bullet arrives before conditions have time to change. Here's where people get uncomfortable. With modern bullets, monolithic copper, controlled expansion designs, this round penetrates far deeper than its caliber suggests. Energy is delivered efficiently, not violently. It doesn't rely on mass, it relies on precision and speed working together. Rifles chambered in .22 Creedmoor tend to be heavier, often 9 to 10 pounds scoped, because they're built for stability. That weight soaks up recoil, which is surprisingly light, and lets shooters stay on glass, watching impacts instead of guessing. I've seen seasoned hunters laugh this round off, right up until they see what it does on steel at 600 yards, then in the field under the right conditions. The reaction is always the same. Quiet, then thoughtful. Is it for everyone? No. Laws matter. Shot discipline matters even more. This is not a forgiving cartridge. But cost stops being a conversation here. When a caliber redefines what efficiency, reach, and ethical precision look like, price is background noise. The .22 Creedmoor didn't change rifle hunting by hitting harder. It changed it by proving that speed plus modern bullets can outperform tradition. That's why it earned the top spot. That's the full ladder. 7 calibers, 30 years of evolution. From raw tradition to modern efficiency, every one of these rounds earned its place by changing how hunters think, shoot, and choose their rifles. Now I want to hear from you. If you had to pick one caliber to carry into the next 10 seasons, which one are you trusting and why? Drop it in the comments. Real-world experience matters more than internet arguments. If this breakdown helped you see these cartridges differently, hit the like. It tells the algorithm this kind of no-nonsense content matters. And if you want more straight talk on rifles, calibers, and gear that actually works, subscribe to Alpha Gun Review. Thanks for spending your time here. Stay sharp, stay disciplined,